Hey guys, so yesterday I wanted to try to do this video after I did the package opening, but just I guess didn't have the time, or I ran out of the time or something. I was also watering the backyard, because that's something I've been helping my mom out lately with since she's gone back to school. That way she can just focus on the front lawn, move the truck and everything, and take care of that. Well, I've taken care of this, so it kind of helps her out. But anyway, the reason I want to talk about this, and I know I've talked about AI a lot, especially how good some of the services are. But one of the things I've always talked about when it comes to the services is the fact that some of these services have an advantage that some don't, and those that don't, I think, really need to really take a page out of the playbook of some of these other ones. Like, as I mentioned, Luma, which is a great service, they need to essentially take a page out of the playbook of some of these other sites, or these other services, and basically apply that to their service. And I do apologize if I'm a little tired or something like that. It's early. It's about 7:56 a.m. Pacific. But yeah, like I said, they should take a page out of the playbook of all these other services and apply the credits option to their service as well. And I guarantee that what they're offering subscription wise, that along with offering credits and everything, it would really make their service very popular in the eyes of a lot of folks. But I think Luma is trying to aim to be that kind of AI service, subscription service that you become part of for free or for whatever price you can afford. And they do it, so that, it will encourage those that want to use AI for that next leap, if you will, for that next leap. I was just checking something there for a second, doing this, but like I said, I think that's the main priority, is to, supply a service for those that want to use AI to take it to that next level for, like, movies and shows and web shows and stuff like that. But anyway, outside of that, though, I feel that they need to at least apply something similar to what these other sites do, because if there's one thing I like about Sudowrite, which is spelled Sudowrite, one thing I like about them is, along with the subscriptions, they also allow you to buy extra credits. For example, and this is another thing I like about some of these sites these subscription services, is they allow you to keep the initial plan you began with and not change. So I do like that one thing about them, because basically I started with the hobby and student subscription for, I think it was $19 a month, and it was 300,000 credits. Well, they changed that to where it's 50,000 credits less, but because I started with the 300,000, they've let me keep that. So I'm happy about that. But along with that, the other thing that they allow people like me to do, is they allow people like me to purchase extra credits if we don't want to, like, feel like, we're going to waste our initial credits from our subscription, that happens our renewal subscription that happens every month. They allow you to purchase extra credits, just so you don't feel like you're wasting those almost too quickly. And they have 3 plans. I'm sure that over time they may add more plans, or not plans, but other credit options, if you will, for extra credits. But the initial 3 that they have are, for $5 you get 100,000 credits. For $19 you get 500,000 credits. And for $49, if you can afford that once in a while, you get 1,750,000 credits. And what you can do is you can add those, or those will be initially, I should say, added to your credits that you already have from your monthly subscription. So, like, for me, for example, I have 300,000. If I decide, okay, I want to add an extra, 1,000 to it, all I have to do is spend 5, and in that same time frame, I will have 400,000 credits. Or if I feel like, hey, I'm going to splurge a little bit, do the 19, I will have 800,000 credits. Or if I feel like, hey, I don't want to waste too much money in the future, and I'll take my time with this, I'll go the $49 route, and I'll get 1,750,000, which would equal up to 2 million, along with my initial 300,000. So I think that's a pretty good deal. I think that's a pretty good deal in the long run, and I do like that aspect about the service. And the same goes for Kling and Runaway. Now, Runaway, the way they do it is they have this like this add and subtract little thing, if you will. So on one side you can use your mouse to, or your touch screen, whatever you may use, to add how many credits you want to purchase. And I think by adding it is the amount, it'll show you the amount you will pay. So for example, initially right off the bat, they start with $10 for 1,000 credits. But if you add on, I think 11, like 100 more or 200 more and everything, you pay about 11, maybe $12 up, 13, 14, whatever the case might be. And I think that's great too, because at least they're letting you not only choose how many credits you want to add on to the already established credits you have with your service, or you get for free on a monthly basis. If you don't want to do a paid subscription, you do a free subscription too. Not only do you get those credits there, but they allow you to choose the amount you want to add on to that. So I think that's pretty good. And in Kling, they got like 6 options right off the bat to go with what they have. And right now, so far, as I've talked about before, and others have praised it about in the past few months, it's actually one of the better AI systems out there for images and for video. Whether it's text to video or image to video, one of the better ones out there, because they actually kind of give you what you're asking for, and they, like Runaway, are more prevalent. And I think Luma does the same thing, but they're more prevalent and kind of helping you out on how to really get the most out of what you are hoping to create through through the prompts and everything. But like I said, they have 6 initially. They have 6 options, additional credit options initially, along with the subscriptions. And whatever subscription, monthly subscription you can afford, and everything. And I do recommend, if you're using Kling for the first time, they do have a sale for new subscribers to where you will basically pay half of what is initially the subscription price and everything. So, like for me, the initial subscription price is like $12, but because I'm new, I only had to pay $3.88, and from here on in, all I have to do is pay $8.80 every month, and then I think that goes back, and I think that goes to $12 the next year or something like that, after the first year I've started. So after my first year, that will go to the $12 range, if not whatever they adjusted to at that time. But anyway, again, depending on what subscription service you can afford, and again, if you're new, I'd say go for that option to save a little bit of money, not just on your first initial subscription purchase, but for the rest of your tenure of that first year. But again, they have like 6 options, and the way they roll this out is the first extra credit option is $5, and that's $330. Then the next one is 10, that's $660. Then the next one's 20, it's $1,320, which is $1,320. Then the other one is $3,500, $3,500, and that's at $50. That one, the $3,500. And then at the $7,500, which is $7,500, that's at $100. And then if you can really afford it, you can spend $200 and get 1,006,000 credits. And that's in addition to what you get monthly through your subscription. That's in addition to what you get monthly through your subscription. And if I can check it out without any issues here, I'll kind of bring up what I'm talking about. Let's see here. So I'm on what's known as the standard subscription, and this is the monthly saver. I did the monthly saver because I'm a new person. It's mostly it's a monthly subscription and everything. I did that initially. I think here it is. No, it was the monthly subscription. It was well, they changed it a little bit here, but for me it was $3.88, and then they've gone to now it's going to be $8.88 per month. Um, and that's what it's going to be, $8 eight. Well, for me it was cheaper, but basically they're saying that from now on it'll be like $8 8%, and I get 660 credits per month. Now, I also get free credits by daily by logging in, and they do the same for the free subscription. So if you just want to go the free route, you get that too. But anyway, what I'm getting at is like with the credits, let's say you go that route like I've did, the 660 subscription credits monthly, and then you go with the options for extra credits that I mentioned. You can have a lot, like with the 330 you get 990, 660 you get 1220. You get the idea. So I think that's great. I think that's a great deal on their part, especially if you can afford certain amounts and everything. And my suggestion is go for the highest one that you can go with. In my opinion, for someone like me, I go with the $10 one, which is the 660, or even the $20 one, which is the 1320. Do that, and then over time, if you feel like you want to just keep adding on so you don't run out, go with the $5 one, which is 330, because the more you spend, the less you have to spend, if you catch my drift later on. But overall, I think the credit things that they do is great. I think it's a great thing that these AI services supply, and I hope other AI services like Luma apply it to their services as well in the future. But let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Comment down below, live chat during the premiere, and I will talk to you.